3, 2, 1.
Which art term is also used to refer to dependencies between computer applications or processes? The answer is A. Choreography. John drove a truck for 1 hour at a rate of 80 kilometers per hour. The next hour, he drove at 100 kilometers per hour. What was his average speed during those 2 hours? The answer is B. 90 kilometers per hour. Who broke the record for deepest dive in a suit? The answer is D. Norbert Neubauer. A student measures the rising temperature of heated water for 20 minutes in 2-minute intervals. Which of these tools will best help the student organize the data? The answer is C. Data table. What is the unit of measurement for pixels? The answer is A. Pixels. What is the study of the history of science called? The answer is D. History of science. What is formed when nitrogen and sulfur oxides dissolve in rain? The answer is A. Acid rain. A young goat is known as what? The answer is B. A kid. The World Series is associated with which sport? The answer is A. Baseball. Who invented the modern computer? The answer is A. Alan Turing. The Danube River begins in which country? The answer is A. Austria. Which item helps us measure angles or distances?
The answer is B. Protractor.
Which mountain range contains the Andes and the Cordillera Blanca? The answer is A. Himalayas. Who wrote the music for the Star Wars theme? The answer is A. John Williams. The process that a plant increases in size is known as what? The answer is A. Growth. When cold weather freezes water in the cracks of rocks, which would most likely happen? The answer is D. The rocks would break into smaller pieces. What is the largest rubber band ball? The answer is D. 106,050 pounds. Glutathione is a low molecular weight compound found in living cells that is produced naturally by what? The answer is A. Liver. Who is a philosopher known for his Euthyphro dilemma? The answer is A. Plato. What is Van Gogh's most famous painting called? The answer is A, The Starry Night. Who did the 12 apostles follow? The answer is A, Jesus. Which animal's tail can weigh as much as its body? The answer is B, snake. My wife was a dingbat and my son-in-law was a meathead. I just worked on a loading dock and drove a cab part-time. The answer is C, Archie Bunker. In what year did The Waltons first air? The answer is D, 1972. What is the name of the fashion trend popularized in the 1980s that involves wearing neon colors, spandex, and leg warmers? The answer is C, glam. Who painted The Starry Night?
The answer is A, Van Gogh.
In what 1995 movie did Val Kilmer star alongside Al Pacino and Robert De Niro? The answer is A, Heat. A 36-year-old pitcher threw a perfect game for the Montreal Expos on July 28, 1991. Who was the winning pitcher? The answer is A, Dennis Martinez. What is the name of the process in which one substance is changed into another by rearrangement of its atoms? The answer is B, synthesis. What period was marked by the Great Jewish Revolt against the Roman Empire? The answer is C, 66-70. How do you decrease errors in an experiment? The answer is A, take many measurements. What is agrobiology the study of? The answer is A, plant nutrition in relation to soil conditions. For which of these movies did Francis Ford Coppola receive his first Academy Award? The answer is D, The Godfather. What Hollywood actress starred opposite Matthew Perry in the 1997 romantic comedy Fools Rush In? The answer is D, Salma Hayek. Which task in the kitchen is an example of a physical change? The answer is C, melting butter. Who is the teacher of fictional character Jimmy Neutron? The answer is C, MS Phil. What is the fluid which surrounds a fetus known as? The answer is B, amniotic fluid. Capital city of India, built by the British in the 17th century, is known as which? The answer is A, New Delhi. Miranda's neighbors have an apple tree in their yard. What is the source of energy for the apple tree? The answer is C. Sunlight. The character of Professor Harold Hill was created by composer Meredith Willson for which musical about Midwest's small-town life in the turn of the 20th century? The answer is C. The Music Man. What actor portrayed rebellious slave Spartacus in Stanley Kubrick's 1960 historical movie Spartacus? The answer is A. Kirk Douglas. What is the main energy source for deep ocean currents that move large volumes of water around the planet? The answer is B. Radiation from the sun. Which component blocks DC but allows AC to pass? The answer is A. Diode. In a lab investigation, students had to identify different mineral specimens. Which property is the most reliable for identifying one mineral from another? The answer is B. Hardness. Which of these movies is not a James Bond film? The answer is C. Casino Royale. How many different ways can molecules pass through a phospholipid membrane? The answer is D. 3. What is the largest country in Europe by area? The answer is A. Russia. Which battle took place at the Battle of Stalingrad during World War II? The answer is D. Battle of Stalingrad. Albert Einstein asserted that the energy of a photon is proportional to what in his study of the photoelectronic effects? The answer is C. Its frequency. What kind of energy constitutes the total kinetic energy of all the atoms that make up an object?